We are a bit late today. I'll explain all in a minute. Let's just see who's on here. Joseph's on, Ida Marie's on, Sarah's on, Christopher's on, Isabel's on. All right. A bunch of you are here. That's great. So why we delayed by 30 minutes. Now, some of you are going to think that we're still 30 minutes early. The time change happened last Sunday here in Canada. So, oh, Amber's on too. Welcome. And hello, Joseph. So for some of you, it still seems like we're half an hour early. David's on. Welcome, David. Stephen's on. Media's on. Carla's on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So why am I 30 minutes late from the original posted time? Today, my wife and I and my in-laws, we all went off to the Sugar Woods. Last weekend was the first weekend of maple syrup season. And so it's kind of a tradition here to go off and go into the Sugar Woods and have a pancake breakfast, which is all you can eat. So we left here at about 9:15 this morning. It's about a 15-minute drive to the parking area and then another 15-minute walk into the woods. And then it was about an hour and 15-minute wait for us to get a table. So it was nice. We enjoyed the time. But once I was in there, I didn't have an internet connection. So I had no way of communicating to you guys that I'm running behind. So it was very last minute. I think about 15 minutes before I was supposed to go live, I changed the time by 30 minutes just to give me enough time to get home. So I'm home again. I've got a full belly full of pancakes and sausages and baked beans and apple juice. And that's what you get here. It's $18 Canadian. All you can eat pancakes. I had 9 pancakes, 2 sausages, and some baked beans, and a couple glasses of apple juice. And my wife had coffee, unlimited coffee too for that. So it was a good time. What else do we have here? Talking about post crossing. Amber had a bunch of storms last night. There was tornadoes 3 to 5 miles north from. Ooh, scary stuff. Glad you're safe. Yes, yummy pancakes. And then we're talking a little bit about El Salvador, why it says what it says on the stamps for the Spanish. Was it worth the wait? Yeah, it's always worth the wait. One, because you're extra hungry because you waited that much longer. But it's a really cool, I want to say, Canadian experience. I know in New England, they have maple syrup there produced as well. But it is a tradition. We going in and having maple syrup, fresh maple syrup. In the little cones too, rolled on the snow with the popsicle sticks, did all that sort of stuff. My wife bought some maple cream, which is kind of a spread you can eat as just a candy, or you can spread it with like maple butter on toast and things. So we have that. And the season is only 6 weeks long. So last week was the first week. This is the second week. I am going to be going, and now I'm going to talk a little bit about that too. I'm going on a bit of a vacation here, so when I was coming back would have been near the end of the season, so we wanted to get it in. A little bit of grammatical corrections or things for El Salvador, okay? And Media's at a post-crossing meeting. And I went to a museum and a cafe with them today. 15. That's great. Sounds like a lot of fun. Everybody's have. What did we have yesterday? Yesterday, big week for postcards. 10 official post-crossing postcards came in last week. Some surprises. One from Spain that I'm not sure who it is that sent it to me. So whether it's a post-crosser that forgot to put the ID or whether it's someone who watches the channel and just sending me a nice card. So I'm hoping that they reach out and let me know who they are. You guys saw the video about El Salvador this week by the looks of some of the comments going through. -4 degrees Celsius yesterday for you, Joseph. I guess in Nevada. It's a little bit colder, or that would be considered cold. Here, that's just a nighttime thing during this time of year. It's going to be up to 11 degrees Celsius here today, though, so it's kind of nice. Definitely the snow is disappearing outside. And everybody spoke English at the multinational meetup that Media went to. All right, 16 people on, 6 thumbs up. That's great. And whew, that was a catch. I have my phone plugged in with a cord here, and I just went to shift my legs and almost lost everybody. Yeah, because I was looking for connection while I was away. All right, I am still connected, right? You guys can hear me? There's no messages popping up. You got scared. Okay, good. We're still here. We're still alive. I have my phone plugged up to a battery pack here, and so I got caught up in the wire. I'm going to move that right now so I don't do that again. What's this about chickens? I missed something along the way. Oh, well. Oh, Monty's on in Saskatchewan? No, Monty, I had to switch it, so you're just in time. We're only 6 minutes in. Roger in Athens says 25 degrees there. Breaking directions already. Everybody can hear me good. Amber says the chickens are very spoiled, so really I could have bought lots of eggs. You bought chickens? Is that what's going on? Is that what I understand? Is this your first time, Amber, having chickens? I'm glad that the live feed is coming through. All right, so let's talk about next week right now. I've been teasing it, hinting at it for a little while that I'm going on a vacation. So, and yes, I'm going on vacation. I'm not bringing my family with me. And why is that the case? Why am I not bringing Shanda with me on this vacation? Well, my brother Eric in Toronto, he won a trip for 2. And he's not married, currently not seeing anybody. So he reached out to me several months ago and asked if I would go on the vacation with him and talk to my wife. And she said, yeah, go do it. Have a brother's vacation. It'll be a lot of fun. You've got the vacation time for it. So it worked out really well. So where are we going? Well, on Monday, I am going to fly out of here and fly up to Toronto and meet up with him. We're going to spend the day in Toronto. And then Tuesday morning, we are leaving for Jamaica. So we will be in Jamaica for a week, which means I won't be back in Moncton again until the following Wednesday, which is the 27th of March. So we're going to go enjoy some sun. We're going to explore. I'm going to videotape lots of stuff and put out videos for you. Meanwhile, this week I have been crazy busy trying to keep up content for you, so you're not going to miss out on most of the regular scheduled things. So next Wednesday, there won't be a live stream decorating because I'm not going to be here and I'm not bringing all my supplies to Jamaica with me, nor the Wednesday after that. So there's going to be a 2-week hiatus on the You Choose decorating series, which is okay. The other thing, next Friday, there won't be a mail day Friday either. So what you're going to see next Friday is my first leg of the trip. So I'm going to be shooting video, and so you won't see anything until next Friday about that. But the Monday through Thursday, I've all got videos already shot for those things, and so you won't miss out on anything. There'll be a bunch of stuff. What city? I'm at an all-inclusive resort close to Montego Bay. That's where we fly into. Ida Marie was once in Ocho Rios. So I'm not sure if we're close to that or not. Thank you. I look forward to having videos for you. Yeah, Shanda won't be on camera, so you won't get that mum girl video. Am I going to send any cards from Jamaica? I don't know. I don't know what the schedule is going to be like there. I won't be doing official post-crossing from Jamaica, I can tell you that, just because I'm not bringing supplies with me, and it's not going to be that kind of vacation. If I get the opportunity, I will look for stamps. If I get the opportunity, I will look for some postcards to bring back and probably mail from here rather than mail them from there. But that's about it. I'm not sure that I'm going to be sending too many cards while I'm actually in Jamaica. Stephen, why don't you take a break for 1 week? I mean, you can send it if you like, and then I can use it the following Friday that I'm back, because I'm only going to miss out on one Friday's mail video. So if you want to do that, you can. Hello, Kahaidia. Media says it's 2 degrees there. 17 degrees in Mexico. 6 degrees in Germany. We're getting all the temperatures now from around the world. So yeah, so that's what's happening. That's why there's going to be a little disruption in what you're normally going to see in content coming out, but not much. I'm actually really tired, but I have been making a lot of videos this past week that you haven't seen yet that are in queue, that are going to come out every day at 11 o'clock in the morning, Atlantic Standard Time, that is. You'll see a new video popping out. Should climb Duns Falls. It's on my list of things to do, yes. Probably go to the Bob Marley Museum. There's talk of maybe doing the Jamaican bobsled roller coaster. And then there's going to be tons of things to do at the resort as well, whether I'll get some snorkeling or scuba diving or catamaran stuff, all sorts of stuff. So I'm hoping that I'll have lots of content to show you. I will definitely do a tour of the resort so you can see that. And then some of the things that my brother get up to along the way. Probably will be a travel video from me flying out of Moncton and what we do in Toronto. I will make sure that this battery pack is well charged, because I'll be needing to charge this camera and keep you up to date what's going on. But I'm looking forward to it. A lot of fun. Looking forward to spending a week with my brother and catching up. We don't get to spend a lot of time together as we live quite distance apart. And when he comes here, it's usually for a long weekend and visiting my parents and things. So the last time we had one of these sports getaway brothers weekends has been a very long time. Will I be doing any paragliding? I don't know. I'm not sure what there is. Will I be seeing Kingston, the capital? I probably won't. We don't fly in and out of Kingston. So I think we're a little bit a ways from there as far as touring. So yeah. We will see what's available once we get there. It's one of these, I've been doing lots of preparation for you guys on YouTube, but haven't been doing a lot of preparation. Haven't packed my bags yet. Don't even have my suitcase out of the basement yet. Something I should do today, start to look at what I need in the case, just make sure I'm not missing anything. Make sure clothes that have been packed away since the cruise that we went on still are in decent shape. So we'll do that. Kingston high crime, you are far away from Kingston. Yeah, I think so. I have heard that Kingston can be quite dangerous, so it's probably best that we are away from it. You want to go to Europe. Where are you currently? I'm not in Europe. I'm in Canada. You're in Asia. Are you in India? What part of Asia are you from? Normally we have Joe and Basil on from India too. They're usually our Asian representatives. Be like Reacher and just take my toothbrush. I think I want more than just a toothbrush in a single outfit. Nor do I have the physique that Reacher has or the intimidation factor that Reacher has. So you're in Indonesia. Oh, very cool. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and watching and being a part of today's live stream. 162 of these. So that's why I'm trying not to break the streak. I am going to try to be live next Saturday as well from the resort in Jamaica. I'm hoping that there'll be a good internet connection so I can do that. I'll be wearing resort wear. Yeah, I think so. I'll be bathing suits, shorts, one of my button-up dress shirts probably, t-shirts, that sort of thing. I bought some water shoes. There's a blue box you might see up there. My brother suggested we buy water shoes, so I did that. So we have them for the falls to get a little bit more grip. By the pool. Now, you guys probably are getting to know me well enough to know that I don't sit still very well. So I'm not the kind of guy that's going to be sitting by the pool. I don't drink. So sitting by the bars and things, that's not my thing. I am going to be videotaping stuff. I'll be watching around doing that. I can tell you that the one thing that interests me the most out of curiosity is that our resort has a nude beach. Never been to a nude beach. I understand that it is clothing optional, which means that I don't necessarily have to be nude to go to a nude beach. But I am curious. That might be the male in me, but I don't know. So there is that. I probably won't be able to videotape that, so don't look for any videos of that particular beach, at least of the personnel on it. Did I ask for... I had holidays for my job already. I have so many weeks a year, and so when my brother originally asked me, I think back in January, to go, I made arrangements at that point to be blocked off work for that same time. There's a bird sanctuary very near Montego Bay. Okay, interesting. Maybe. Might be something to do. All dependent on how close our resort is to other things and, you know, how much it costs to get to all the different activities that are around. Carla says that her and her brother are the ones that go exploring while their parents are chilling and relaxing. Yeah, I'm the explorer. I'm going to want to go anywhere that I know that it's safe for me to go. If I can go either by myself or with my brother in tow, I want to go and explore. I'd like to see the safe part of the country as much as I can. I don't want to put myself in danger by going exploring where I'm not supposed to, but I would definitely get a YouTube strike, yeah, if I had that kind of content. You are correct. So although my channel is not marked for children, I do tend to be family friendly, which I don't mind. It's kind of my personality. But I am willing to go and look and explore. You know, I have been told, you know, if you go to the Bob Marley museums, they get you to smoke weed. They don't have to, but they will. I don't do that sort of stuff, so I won't be doing that sort of stuff. But I've been told by other people that have gone to Jamaica that it is a bit more relaxed on a whole lot of different levels. The particular resort that we're staying at has an adults only side and a family side, so it is a large resort with two different sections to it. I know that much. I definitely will be careful and enjoy the trip. Once again, I'm not going by myself. I will be with my brother. We'll be hanging out. It's kind of a big deal for him too, because this is his 60th birthday year. In a few months, he'll be 60. So it's kind of nice to be able to do something with him and celebrate that, because otherwise his birthday would have come and gone, and the most I would have been able to do would have been a phone call or a email or something. So it's nice that we're going to be able to get together and pre-celebrate for him. So I've been keeping it under wraps for a very long time. A select of you who messaged me on Instagram do know that this trip was coming up. So now I'm going to make it public, because I've done all the videos that I need to do to prepare for the next week at least. And then I'm hoping that starting on Friday next week until I return, you'll start to see daily videos like you did when Shandon and I went on our cruise last October. His birthday is in June. So yeah, so a few months away. And then when I return, we'll get caught up. I suspect that Friday will be a very big mail day. There'll be lots of things to do when I get back, registering postcards and starting to put new videos together and things. So it might be a very busy return, but it'll be worth it. And I'd be excited to see how much mail will arrive during the 10 days that I'm away. And I've got some interesting videos for you guys to see coming up too that I've already pre-shot. So I'll look forward. I'll be still going on my phone when I'm away. I'll be checking messages, answering comments, things like that, as much as I have internet connection. And so yeah, I'll still be in touch. But what's happening with everybody else? What's going on? We've heard some weather. What other sort of events you guys been doing? You're welcome. Mountains of mail will come. It would be funny. I did tell the post office that I wasn't going to be checking the mail for 10 days. So if the P.O. box should fill up, that they're to put it in a bag, set it aside, that I am coming back. But I won't be able to check it as often as I do now, which is daily. I daily go in, and there's at least 3 or 4 cards sitting there every day. So I Could have quite a few cards waiting for me when I get back. Sergey from Montreal. Awesome. Welcome, Sergey. Glad you're watching. I'm in Moncton. My daughter's in Montreal. So. Oh, Don. Is Don on? Does he happen? Don from Idaho. I did get his email. I haven't gotten another email. He sent me a test one. And so I sent him back that he got me correctly. But I haven't gotten an email back with what he wanted me to do. I think there was supposed to be some sort of connection, maybe even to Joseph through Don. So I'm hoping Don will message me back again. Christopher's installing tile in a shower right now. All right. That's a lot of work. Are you tearing up the old stuff now, or are you at the point where you're mudding and putting down the new stuff? Sergey's training to be a letter carrier in a week. Real short piece of advice. Be safe. Take safety concerns carefully. And don't try to rush it when you're out there. It'll get done as you get done. You don't have to try to keep up with the full-time employee that's trying to train you. Do it at your own pace, and the speed will come as you continue to do it. So welcome to the Canada Post family. Christopher's already on the new stuff, putting tile down. All right. Hope you get your grubby clothes on so you don't get all that mud and stuff on your clothes. Hard to get out. David's working on soaking some stamps right now. My bin that I keep saying every week that I keep not getting to is filling up and filling up. I keep tearing off the stamps, throwing them up there, more up there. I've got more that are coming in a video you're going to see next Wednesday too, of stamps that'll need to be soaked. Isabel saw my incoming postcard about the cheese meetup. As a cheese lover, I'm very curious how that would work. Yeah, a cheese meetup. That was from Vera in Germany. She went to a cheese meetup. So Vera sometimes is on these live streams. It's been a little while since she's been on. So if you are on or you're part of the replay crew, you can write in the comments. Let Isabel and the rest of us know about the cheese meetup. Ida Marie is volunteer ushering at a local theater that's presenting Sister Act. That's cool. I enjoyed the movie with Whoopi Goldberg, both in its first form and its second form. Some communication back and forth between you guys. That's good. So am I still climbing Dad? What? So are you still climbing Dad a mountain? I'm not sure what you're saying, Kahidya. If you mean am I still going out and doing hikes? Yeah, when I can. I haven't been through the winter with the snow and the ice, but get back to spring and summer again. We'll be back out in the woods doing some climbing and exploring. Oh, the famous Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. There's some history for you. Got to be a better usher than some of them in the past. I saw that season 3 has started of Rings of Power. We haven't watched it yet. We've got one episode left, I think, of Reacher to watch, and then we'll probably go into that. That show only comes out once a week, so I'm not as in a hurry to get to it yet, because I like to binge watch things rather than watch one episode and then wait a week to watch the next one, and where I'm going to be away for a little while too. There's 20 watching. I've got 12 thumbs up right now, not 3, but Still, it's always nice to get more. Yes, President Lincoln was shot there. That's what I was referring to. That's what I was saying, that an usher probably could have done a better job to got in the way, but maybe they didn't have an usher at that time. I don't know. But very famous theater in American history. Joseph's been there. There's a heart by someone. Thank you very much. On the agenda after the live stream is our weekly trip to the grocery store to fill some of the cupboards. I won't be here to make the meals, so we'll see what Shanda and Ari decide that they want to have while I'm away. Yeah, no Olia today, no Lena today so far. There's a few of our regulars that haven't been able to make it here. It is nice to see so many people returning and the number is increasing. When I was waiting the few minutes before I actually went live, because there's a countdown on my phone before I hit the live button that tells me exactly how much time is left, I could see at one point there was 10 people sitting waiting for the live stream to start. So that's kind of a nice feeling that there's a few people in wait, and now we're up to 20 people watching, 14 people liking the video so far, 6 people undecided, I guess. No Olia, no Charmaine either, unless she's watching and not being able to comment now that she's back from Belize. Oh, there's Olia. She is on. Welcome, Olia in Poland. Just refreshing the screen here, and I noticed that we're at 2,160 subscribers now, so we've just clicked over another little milestone along the way for that Dad Guy crew. So I wonder how long it will take to get the next 40 to get to 2,200 subscribers. The last 60 subscribers have come pretty quickly. Saying hello, and Christopher's bought some Australian Christmas stamps off eBay. Anyone else been to Jamaica that have or suggestions of things that I should go see if I potentially have the time? A little boo-boo on my finger. That's what I'm picking at right now. Must have got it caught on something. Yeah, you're used to it starting now, basically. So I'll reiterate again to people that have come on after. Our clocks have sprung ahead as of last Sunday, so that's why our hour is a little bit, well, that's why some of us were an hour different than we used to be, a little bit hour closer, which I figured might help some people along the way too, because it's a little earlier for them. So whenever you guys spring ahead with your clocks, then it will be back to the right time again. Firefly, Cole Porter's house. Cole Porter, the jazz singer? Is that what we're... When I think of Firefly, I think of the science fiction show. But Cole Porter, I think of jazz. $10,000 subscribers next year. That would be amazing if it grew that quickly. I won't hold my breath for that because it's taken a lot to get to 2,160. Oh, Olia's got a new video coming out soon. Have I ever seen Indonesian? Have I ever seen Indonesia? Is that what you mean? Your country? I've never been there, no. I have gotten a few postcards from there, which looks very beautiful. I've seen some travel documentaries that have gone there. Also looks amazing. Bamboo rafting in Jamaica, that's popular. Bamboo rafting, okay. Interesting. The writer Cole Porter, okay. Stephen had a couple friends from UK that went to Jamaica a couple years ago. Took 8 months for their postcards to arrive. Oh. So you're saying I'm better off buying the postcards, bringing them back to Canada, and mailing them from here. The only downside to that is that you don't get Jamaican postage stamps, but I'm not sure I'm going to be anywhere near a Jamaican post office, so that I'll have to wait to see if I am. Now, maybe the resort also sells postage stamps. That's a possibility. So many waterfalls in Indonesia. Awesome. Do you like waterfalls? Athens has issued its second stamp series March 10th, celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Paris Olympics in 1924. Very nice. You'd rather wait for the postcards from Jamaica, okay? Like I said, I'm not sure what my timetable is going to be like while I'm there. I'm sure there's going to be some downtime I have. But whether I'm going to be writing postcards, I don't know. It may just be a week break from all sorts of things other than shooting videos, because that's in my nature now. Maybe I'll get some sleep too while I'm there. I won't have to get up bright and early every morning to go to work. Should visit the post office for fun. If I can, I will. I definitely will try to. I'd love to get some pictures of Jamaican post office or post boxes and try to get a few stamps. Well, hello from Canada back to Switzerland. Welcome, Tanuki. Great to have you here. Stephen Renner wants me to solve world hunger. Wouldn't that be a nice thing to be able to do among other world problems if it was that easy? If we could all share the wealth, then that would make it that easy. But we don't tend to do that, unfortunately. Hello from India. Well, hello back to Canada. From Canada. We're getting a few new people on, which is good. Item Marie tries to do that when she travels too. Is it nerdy, or is it just your interest? If your interest was, I don't know, collecting shoes, you'd probably go to get pictures of shoes in shoe stores along the way. You're rooting for us. Thank you so much. I hope governments get behind us too. Any news with the situation with Canada Post? As of right now, it is still up in the air. They're still negotiating. It doesn't seem to be moving very well. They have until May to figure it out. The gloves are off, elbows are... I think the terminology is elbows up, which is a Gordie Howe reference to his hockey style. When they say, we're sorry, but you won't like it when we stop being sorry. What's up with my Canada? My Canada's fine. It's what's up with our neighbors that are picking on us. Can you stay at my place and visit Canada? No. I'm not taking international visitors at this time. I once traveled to New England and found a post office that no longer existed. I'm sure there's lots of that have been turned into other things. Our major post office downtown, beautiful government building, is now a government building, but is no longer a post office. So we have a different post office. Thank you, Tanuki. I appreciate that. Ida Marie, what do you mean not me? Not me what? What did I say or what was said? May is approaching rapidly, already halfway through March. What's happening in May? I'm missing something along the way. Where are my kids, Dad? Well, my daughter lives in Montreal and my son is upstairs, I think. He's also older, though. He's graduated high school. Thank you, Stephen. What's the best food dish in Canada? Well, that's up to you. I'm on the East Coast. We have lots of fish here. I would say lobster is our best food dish. But if you were in Quebec or other place, you might say poutine was your best food dish. Or pierogies, which is a Ukrainian dish, but is eaten a lot in the prairies. And then on the West Coast, they might say that sushi, because they've got a big influence from Asia on their side. So it depends where you are in the country, what you like. New Balance shoes right behind. That's actually a box of stamps, so there's no shoes in that. Christopher said he voted for none of the above. You think the only difference between a Canadian and American in the way they speak is the way we say about? Lots of regional accents in Canada and in the US. So I wouldn't say someone from Tennessee speaks the same way as someone from Oregon, or someone from California speaks the same way as someone from Massachusetts. Same thing in Canada. Someone from Newfoundland does not speak the same way as someone from Northern or Southern Ontario. May, Canada. Yeah, Canada Post in May. That's right. Sorry. Oh, yes, I know. Lots of love, Ida Marie, from you to Canada. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I know. I try not to blanket. I try to say the government of instead of the people of when it comes to a lot of things. Same thing with Russia. The government of Russia is very much different than the voice of the Russian people. So I never want to lump everyone under the same blanket because we all have opinions. And so we don't tend to talk a lot about politics here, but I am very proud to be Canadian and will remain to be so. Can you meet my son? No, he's off. He's doing his own thing. Ukrainian food is good. Sergey, are you Ukrainian descent? As you're living in Montreal, good population there. It would be nice if we all got to love our allies once again. But for right now, their government does not seem to be one of our allies. Will I be visiting any Goodwill shops? I don't know. I really don't know what we'll be doing while we're there. Or what's in the vicinity of the resort where we're staying either, so. Well, your English is very well. It's very good, very well. And maybe I need to have training on my English language. Do we have race in Canada? Yeah, of course we've got race in Canada. Yep. A boot. I don't say a boot, I say about. Because there's a U in that word. We can receive mail from Russia. I can't mail anything to Russia, though. No, Russia is banned for mailing to in Canada until the war in Ukraine has been resolved. It's a very unsettled world. Yes, it is, unfortunately. Oh, you've only been in Canada for 14 months. Well, welcome to Canada, Sergey. Hopefully you are settling in all right. It's a difficult situation that you've had to leave your homeland to come here, and hopefully there'll be a peaceful resolution. It is very hard to not speak or be around politics all the time. We're inundated with social media. You're going to see it whether you open your Facebook or your TikTok or your Instagram. It's going to be there. You turn on the television, it's going to be there. You even go to YouTube. People have done YouTube videos about. I sit down at a restaurant, people are talking about it. I try right now, in some degrees, just to put my head in the sand because I am so tired of hearing all the lies that are out there and all the gibberish that's been put on in the propaganda. It just makes my blood boil. So, yeah. Do I speak French? Well, yes, I do. Je peux parler français. Yeah, it just makes you crazy. You have a Ukraine refugee house next to yours, okay? Yeah, they're very nice people. And that's a blanket statement. Every country has jerks. So I'm not going to say all of one country are bad or good. Canadians, we got some jerks here too. And we have a new prime minister. Yes, you are correct, Stephen. Mark Carney is our new prime minister. Justin Trudeau stepped down. The Liberal Party had a vote that made the new leader. The new leader is Mark Carney, who was born in the Northwest Territories, our first person born in the Northwest Territories to rise the leader of prime minister. So now we're waiting to see whether or not he's going to call an election and make it go across the country to see who will stay in power, if he will get the get enough seats to stay as prime minister, or whether our tiny Trump, Pierre Poilievre, will become prime minister. So there's a little bit of politics for you too. Are Canadians better at languages than the Swiss? I don't know. You have a lot of different languages that you can speak within your country too. Your German influence there, the French influence, local dialects. Normally, I would say Europeans, not just to generalize with Swiss, but Europeans in general have more opportunities to learn languages and do a better job at learning them than we do here. So in Canada, we generally speak English and French. Those are the two major. Other people that come from other countries, of course, Sergei, he speaks probably more languages than English and French, and there are many others that come with languages from their home countries. In the US, you might have Spanish and English be your predominant two languages, but in Europe, you have French and English and German and Italian and Spanish and Finnish and Swedish and Norwegian, Russian. All sorts of languages are possible there, and lots of people speak multiple. If Mehdi is on, Mehdi is one of them that speaks multiple. Yeah, Mark Carney was the head of the Bank of England for a while. He's a strong, has a strong economics background. Do I think Canada will become a state to avoid tariffs from the US? Absolutely not. The American government will have to come in here and kill every single one of us before that happens. There. Is that clear enough? That's why we don't speak politics on this channel very often. That flag is my flag. You have your own flag. He doesn't speak his own language, or he doesn't speak Italian either. German, Swiss German, and English, and a little bit of Japanese. I mean, that's amazing that you have all those languages. Monty knows lots of French hockey terms. Yeah, the US has tons of accents too. Everything can be very regionalized and also influenced by those countries that came in and colonized in those areas too, whether you're in Canada or the US or many of the islands that and countries that I've been talking about too in my stamp things. Lots of different languages. Stephen is from Australia. Yeah, the regional dialects of words for different things within the English language is very predominant. Even when you were talking about those New Balance box there, the shoes that are in there, are they called sneakers or are they called runners? Depends on where you live. Trainers some places. It's the playoffs in Switzerland for hockey right now, okay? Not the NHL yet. The NHL playoffs aren't for a little while. We are getting near playoffs, though, for the Quebec Major Junior hockey team, the Moncton Wildcats here in town. Runners sound cool. Yeah, it's not what we call them here, but I know the terminology. That's why I threw it in there. We generally call them sneakers, but are you rarely ever sneaking in them? Your team, Canton, lost yesterday, but still in the playoffs. Okay. Yeah, and Stephen is a good cross section of a lot of the world. There we go, Media. She studied Swedish, English, German, and French in school, and after that, a little bit of Spanish and Estonian, and speaks Finnish at home. How amazing is that to have all those language opportunities? Trainers in the UK. Roger is English, Greek, and Russian on her great grandmother. Yeah, I'm sure going through Carla, Isabel, you name it, there's going to be a bunch of people on here that speak several languages. Sarah, perhaps. English in Yorkshire. The pudding. Ida Marie's grandparents immigrated from Italy. I would have thought so with that last name. Sneakers are called turn shoe. Literally means gymnastic shoes. Interesting. Cool. German and English for Sarah. Stephen is English and Pig Latin. Your little bits of languages, Stephen, is most impressive because you do have a vast array. Isabel's always loved learning other languages. All right, Isabel, what languages do you have knowledge in? We know Spanish and English. Oh, Joseph's got a family connection to Yorkshire too. Ida Marie, Spanish and English. What's the best time to visit Canada? Supper time. Supper. Best time of year depends on what you want to see and where in Canada you're going to go. If you're going to visit the Rockies, maybe you don't want to be there in the dead of winter, but maybe you're an avid skier and you want to ski, so you'd want to be there in the winter. Maybe you want to see the beautiful colors of the leaves, so you want to come here in September and October to New Brunswick and to Quebec and that area. Maybe you want to go fishing and love canoeing and traveling, so you want to go to Ontario in the summertime. It all depends where you're coming and what you're here to see. I think you can come to the country anytime, any year, or any time of the year and find something to do. But if you don't like the cold weather, don't come in winter. If you don't like it dreadfully hot, you might not want to be here in the summer. So the fall, the spring. Usually August, September, October, always great months to come. What's the best time? Why English be the international language? Well, I'm guessing because at one point in time they used to have a saying that the sun never sets on the British Empire, because England had its colonies all around the world, and so they had the most influence. French was the international language at one point. I think still technically is, but more countries, for commerce reasons, speak English. But population-wise, more people speak Mandarin than any other language. So why isn't Mandarin the #1 language now? Anyways, that's my take on that. Questions and answers, that's great to do. What else do we have here? Should be above 20. So if you're coming to Canada and you want it to be above 20, then that's what you want. You want any time, summer, fall, it's going to be above 20. So any time between June and October. Olia says she's a clueless person in languages, but I know Russian with perfect score, Belarusian, of course, and understand Ukrainian and Polish in part. English is constantly being studied with me. Well, your English is fantastic. The communication skills you have in typing, at least, are great. And the few times we've talked, been wonderful. So you're doing fantastic. And I'm glad that you're learning more this way. Isabel speaks Spanish and English mainly, and she's learning German and can understand some French, Italian, and Portuguese. Impressive. And only has a few words in German. Stephen says, English is the international language because English speakers refuse to learn other languages. We also have a large number of colonies, yes. There is a bit of that. Maybe next year, yeah. If you're coming from Switzerland, bring some chocolate with you because you make fantastic chocolate. We'll trade you maple syrup for chocolate. Because of English, yeah, for business. We're getting a little bit of Spanish going on. Oh, lucky you're getting to go to Japan. Japan. Loved it. Nice, clean, beautiful mountains. What does Michael Morton offer that cannot be done out of the country? I don't know, because I have to compare to what was in Morton's. To me, it's just Morton's. When you go look at what they have, we have soups and sandwiches and chilies and donuts and bagels and pastries and, of course, coffee. They also sell luggage tags at some of them and some toys. Yeah, it depends on Morton's, I guess. Wonderful. You're right. If the translator role, it doesn't matter. You're still doing a great job. And I know we've spoken, so you can speak English a lot better than I'll ever be able to do in Belarusian or Russian. English is a very easy language if you have Germanic background. Makes sense. You're having a little bit of a problem with sound. Oh, sorry. Anybody else having a problem with sound? translator now with my sound. Log on here and see if we can do something. Hey, Joe, welcome. I'm creating a new robot voice. That sounds a bit rich. Maybe it's a strange static sound. I don't know. Let's see here. Hallelujah. Is it getting better? A bit better? Can you hear me now? You have to let me know when it's changed because I can't hear that there's an issue. Bit better. Bit better. Only a bit better. It looks like a few people are hearing me and a few people aren't. Anybody want to refresh their screens and see? There's a little bit of echo in it. We are coming up on an hour. So if the sound quality is bad, do you want me just to call it for the week? We've had pretty good turnout here. Lots of people are communicating, lots of questions coming through, and might have been a little bit of buffering going on there with YouTube. You guys are refreshed and now you have good sound again? Okay, so it was a YouTube thing then. I'm curious to see whether or not when you watch it in replay, whether you're going to have that same audio problem. All right, everybody hears me correctly now. Nobody is having the robot voice anymore. Everything sounds just fine now. Anthony. Oh, Anthony started post-crossing this week and has been watching videos until I received the first card from the UK. Awesome. Welcome, Anthony. And welcome to the live stream. Tried here, learned English in a movie, not in school. Everybody hears me now. I could have switched into French. There's no Alain here from Montreal. We've got Sergey from Montreal. And I'm missing my BC connection, my British Columbia connections. No Gary this week, no Lyndon this week. So Anthony in the UK, where did you find my channel? You went to US for 6 months to learn. So you said you went to South Carolina, I think is what you said? South Carolina, North Carolina. And was it as a high school student, as an adult? No Basil this week, no. But we do have Joe. South Carolina, okay. You searched. The search bar helped me. The first results was post-crossing. Wow, okay. That's cool. I would have thought if you search post-crossing, the first thing you would see would be Caroline from France. Because she, for me, is the guru in post-crossing. Now, yes, I put out a lot more videos, and not all of them about post-crossing. Of course, we have lots of stamp stuff in there too, and other things. But she has been doing post-crossing for 19 years, and over 10,000 or 13,000 cards she's sent and received, so amazing. Your movie is better. European movies are better than Indonesian movies? Then better than what? Charleston. Charleston's a beautiful city. My daughter's ex-roommate used to live in Charleston, or is from Charleston. So shout out to the Strickland family if you're ever watching. You were in Colombia. I'm right up there with the best. I think I'm probably just very proficient in producing videos. Whether I'm the best at it, I don't think so. But I am glad that more and more people are finding me, and I'm getting to get new friends all around the world. So thank you so much, Anthony, for visiting and watching, and now being a part of the community. And I hope you get your first card very soon for Post Crossing. Yeah, aren't those cool, Monty? When you find someone that sent 22,000 in your case, the gentleman that I get postcards from these remote places all around the world, Andre and Merritt, he is one of those. He's the top Estonian postcrosser, and he has sent something like over 20,000 cards as well. Yeah, it's a lot of postage for 13,000 cards. Well, glad to hear. Glad you've joined the community. If you're on Saturdays, you're more than welcome to come and chat with all of us. What is post-crossing, Stephen? So post-crossing, you can go to postcrossing.com. That's the website. It's free. It is sending postcards around the world. So you initially get to send off 5 postcards to addresses that they give to you. Once they get to their destination, they register them, and then people send you postcards in return. So it's trading them back and forth around the world. Let me give you an example. This binder is filled with postcards that I've received around the world. And so, yeah, it's really cool. And I've met a lot of you guys through direct swaps, through doing that too. Amazing. That's Post Crossing. So it's worth checking out. Good food in South Carolina? Yeah, I'm sure that there is. Yeah, postage rates are going up all over the world, so it makes it harder. You just have to make sure you budget. You send out what you can. You don't have to send the maximum of everything. I've got 26 cards that I can send out now. I think tomorrow I'll have like another 7 that I'm capable of sending. So you send what you can. Tanuki has liked and subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If I missed anything, just trying to catch up here. Something about us. Oh, the Estonian, yeah, Estonian gentleman. That couple is amazing. Andre and Merritt, they travel all around the world. So I get these really cool postcards from remote areas, and I only found them because they were post crossers. They came to the local meetup here in Moncton a few years ago, and we got to know each other that way. Postage is very expensive. If you'd like to send a postcard from Switzerland, you're more than welcome to do so. My address is in the description of all my videos, so you can find my P.O. box there. You're going from £2.80 to £3.20. Yeah, budget accordingly. Yeah, ours internationally went to from $2.92 to $3.65 to send internationally now. $1.75, I think, to send to the US, and $1.44 here in Canada for a postcard. Item Ree's lucky. In the US, the postcard rate's staying the same, which is like 44 cents or something. Yeah, $5.93 Canadian. Crazy. And with the volatile market that we have going on right now, it makes it even more expensive. Just wanted to put that back out of the way. What's the median income in Canada? I have no idea. I'm not sure what the average income is for a Canadian here. We are 65 minutes into this. You hear that Denmark are reducing and removing their own postal service side. Yeah, their letter door-to-door service they're removing. So I think you either have to go to the post office to pick up your letter mail, or it will be done by another courier service. Sorry to hear, Kahir. But when you talk online, you're not 100% alone. What's a good income in Canada? It all depends on where you live, what your expectations for life are, what your responsibilities are, whether you have a family and things. So it's hard to answer that question. Much like your question about what's the best time to come to Canada, it all depends on your expectations. Canadians go crazy for Pokemon like they do in the States. There are some Canadians that are heavy into Pokemon. Those that play the game, those that collect the cards, those that are on their phones playing Pokemon Go. I know my daughter does that. I used to do that with the kids here. People that watch the shows, it's very popular. It's been around a long time. You hope the postal rates don't get so high that there is no communication. Yeah, it's hard when you lose that medium of communication. Now, a lot of people will say with email and texting, you don't need snail mail as much as you used to. There's still a generation that still uses it a lot more. So, yeah. A universal penny post. Wouldn't that be nice if you only a penny again? We'll give this a few more minutes, and then we're gonna have to call it a day, so I can get off and do some other things, and you guys can get back to all the things you want to do too. I am always blessed that you guys join me for the hour every Saturday that we do this. Anthony says that she's been looking at so many post-crossing bios. So many people say they are looking for lighthouse stamps. Do you know why? It's because first postcard was lighthouses. Found that out today. Lighthouses just are a very popular thing to collect, whether the stamps or the postcards themselves being lighthouses. Yeah, it's a big collector's item, just like flags of the world is a huge one. Lots of people like cats on postcards and stamps. What are the other ones that Northern Lights are a big one too. It's always nice to get something in the mail. Yes, I agree, Stephen. Yeah, that Dad Guy crew is growing, Joe. It's nice to see. I'm still waiting for those African nations. At some point, I'm hoping one of them will join on, so we can be touching a lot more continents. Waterfalls are big in Jamaica. Christopher looks forward to every Saturday. Thank you so much. Yeah, probably no too many lighthouses in London. But you could send out black cabs and Parliament buildings and royal family, Buckingham Palace. All those things are going to be super popular with people around the world. The red phone booths, anything that is typically British, you're going to find beautiful cards in London too, because there's lots of tourist spots. So you have a plethora of cards to choose from. Item Reed just got 2 post-crossing cards in. Thank you. We'll have fun on the vacation. We'll do. Yep. Black Cabs and King Charles. Great cards to get. Wednesdays and Saturday live streams. So, Joe, I'm not sure if you're going to go back and do the replay on this, give you a refresher. The next 2 Wednesdays live streams won't happen because I'm going to be away. So we won't be doing the You Choose decorating cards on Wednesday for the next 2. But next Saturday, I hope to still be able to do this. That's my plan. New England does have nice lighthouses. All up and down the seaboard, whether it's the Pacific or the Atlantic, have nice lighthouses. London is a very nice city, yes. That's great, Sergey. Hopefully you're subscribed to the channel, and we look forward to seeing you back on the live streams going forward too. And I'm so glad that you're fitting in your part of Canada as your new home. For as long as you want to call it your new home. Because maybe you have the desire to go back to Ukraine when life is better there. All right, well, 71 minutes in. You guys have been fantastic. It's been a great week for answering questions and getting to know some new friends and new subscribers. So thank you so much for joining. We will talk to you probably next time from Jamaica. So wish me well, and you guys keep safe. Anyone heard anything on Jeff Stamps in Brisbane? No. All right, bye-bye. Oh, unfortunately, food was terrible. Oh, no. Well, that's something different. Have a magical week.